Well, his son.
No, stop. Reminds me quickly. They have a key to our house. We went there. We used to have.
Alright guys, so you saw the alerts on that thermostat, and they're in there arguing about who's got keys to their house and this, that, and the other, and taking them back. I don't know, I had to get out of there. But anyway, got a 2-stage train, cell 18. It's giving me that superheat less than 3 degrees for more than 20 minutes fault. Sometimes that's going to be, sometimes that'll be because the outdoor unit's not running. Because it's not this isn't a communicating system, so if the outdoor unit shuts off, all those air temperatures inside the air handler, your coil sensors are all going to balance to the same temperature, which is going to be 0 difference between them, and have 0 superheat. So let's see why our unit is not running. I've reset the thermostat. I'm waiting for the 5-minute delay at the thermostat, and we'll see what happens here. Bump the contactor. Okay, so I do have power, so we will wait for that thermostat to go through its delay and see what happens. Alright, we got a call from the thermostat. Short cycle. So let's find out why it's short cycle. Put some gauges on it real quick. Oh, let's see what our pressures are doing. It's probably tripping a low pressure switch. And now it's staying on. That's strange. Stranger is we're at 106 over 106. Let's hook up over here. Let's see what we got. Yep, same thing. $105 and $105. No shift in the reversing valve at all. So I have got it turned off, and our standing pressure on this thing is at 104. So there just ain't anything in it. I mean, I should if it was full, I should have a standing pressure of at least 200 psi on this thing right now. It's 82 degrees outside, maybe 210, but oh boy. Looks like we're looking for a leak. Okay, so we're in the crawl space at the unit. These times I typically will always double check my sensors just in case, but I mean, even if it's a sensor problem, some kind of electrical problem, when you shut that unit off, your standing pressure on 410A should be a whole lot higher than what you're seeing right there at 103. So, I mean, it sounds like it's dumped some charge to me, but we'll see what we can figure out. I'll get the door off of this thing. There's no alert codes. And part of that fault in the thermostat said to reset the power, but I don't have any fault codes, and even resetting the power doesn't change the fact that there's 104 psi standing pressure. Of course, I'll get this door off. This air will start blowing on me. And I mean, it's so bad in the crawl space, but in an attic, you get that 77 degree house air blowing on you. Feels good. Anyway, we'll set that door over there. And there we go. One of my screws already fell out. That's a crappy design. Why don't we just put thumb lock latches or something on there? These Phillips head screws. And as soon as you move the door, they fall on the damn ground. I can pack up them in the truck in case I lose any. First thing I want to do is go in here and check. Just confirm that my sensors and everything on this board are reading correctly. Just roll out something. And we're running about 780 CFM. The outdoor unit's not running, so everything in this air handler should be the same temperature, which means those two sensors should be reading exactly the same. This is the SBLD bag that I have. So my larger bag, I grab it and go to the outdoor unit. If I need to crawl under a house, I'll snatch this one out of the back seat and take it under the house. Easier to maneuver. Anyway, okay, she just ramped up the second stage. Oh, I'm sorry. You're probably getting wind noise. I didn't think about that. We'll move over here. Maybe that quietens things down a little bit. Maybe I'll go back and edit that out. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Anyway. Needle point probes. If I took them out of here, or if I used them somewhere else. Well, the needle probes must be on the truck somewhere, and they're up in my bag. I usually keep them in here, so I'm going to just do it this way. We'll go in here and check the display right here. So that's telling me right there. My gas temperature sensor 77, and back the other way, and the coil temperature sensor 75, which is about the same temperature it is in the house. So those sensors are probably okay. Our problem is going to be a leak in this thing, so let's see if we can find it. Alright, so I have the fuel piece leak detector with me this time. I just turned the disconnect off, and I hear, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Do you hear that hissing? We'll have a hisser. Which explains why this has got oil all over it. Alright guys, so you don't need an ultrasonic leak detector for this one. You can clearly hear that. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Typically when I hear a hiss, just old-fashioned stuff, if you hear a leak hissing, you can kind of move your hand between the sound and your ear. It'll muffle when you pass it, pinpoint you in the right direction. See, I can still hear it great with my hand over here. When I put it right there, it quietens down, so I know I'm blocking it, so it's somewhere in that direction. But as you can see, our nice white aluminum factory brace fittings all around these U-bends right there. You see that nice and white, and then you get to there and they're all dark gray and armor looking, oily looking right in there. So I'm guessing it's going to be right in that area. Yep, 99 on a scale of 1 to 99. Right in there. And last but not least, the good old big blue. I don't use this stuff that often. So let's see what she tells us. There we go. Right here. So we'll check to see what the availability is on this coil. I could braze that with aluminum and fix that temporarily if the coil is going to take a long time to get here. I'm probably going to charge it back up. This unit is less than a year old. Believe that. Less than a year old. So we're going to expedite this, get it fixed. I'm going to put refrigerant in it, get it going. We'll get them running. And then if it's going to be a long time for the coil, these two look to be okay. That one on top right here is where our leak is. I can braze that with some aluminum if I need to. If I need to come back and fix that, I can fix that. If they're going to have to wait a long time for a coil, that's not going to be a problem. I can pop this right off, clean that up with a brush, and get in there with some matte gas and braze that right up if I need to. But we'll see what happens with that. So there you go, guys. And train down, train down, train down. Appreciate you watching.